7726, and I am ready to play.
Yeah, I'm in it thing.
Are we ready to go? Anybody just trying to get on? So that's all? Yes.
Miss Rick,
Yes. Oops.
I'm playing.
You what?
I'm playing.
You're playing, so you're not on yet?
No, I'm about to be though.
There you are. So we're ready to go? Okay, guys, here we go. You can still join. Shh, guys, the pin was on before class started. Heterogeneous. What is it? Heterogeneous. The pin is 314-7726. 314-7726. And it's different and dissimilar. I will get the sound back in just a second. I have muted. Well, actually, guys, there's no sound because I muted the site. I muted it. I can't unmute it. So.
That was so cool.
Actually, I got no record. Wait, Thomasino, that's the one. No.
Okay, diplomacy. Good deal. Masochist. Shh, guys, try to study now. I'm hanging up with the I don't know these words. I don't know. This is a good time to study. Okay. All right. Masochist, one who enjoys his or her own pain and suffering. Good.
Who's Joe?
Chimerical.
That was Joe on top.
Sapient. What is sapient? All right, wise, full of knowledge. Good. Nubile. Good. Suitable for marriage and age. Harbinger. Pejorative. Okay, having a negative effect, insulting, derogatory. Machination. An evil design or plan.
Again?
Eclectic. Eclectic.
I don't know.
Choosing from various sources. Grandiose. Grandiose. Good. Raiment. What is a raiment? Clothing, garments. Blanche. What is blanche?
Blanche is neat.
To whiten, to make pale. Good. And hybrid. What is hybrid? Anything of mixed origin. Very good. No one missed that one. And finally, idiosyncrasy. It's so weird without having music. Okay, let's see who did the best. But everybody, I mean, great job, Robert. Tyler, great job. Great. And then, okay, good. So Logan and Abby, good job. Y'all want to do it one more time, or you all?
Are we gonna test today?
The test is tomorrow.
Okay.
So you want to do it one more time? Wait till tomorrow.
Let's do another. Yeah, do it tomorrow.
Let's do it once today.
This year, we're going to be doing the test, and then knowing who's ready to go on and bring that. So I'll video every day. You can watch that.
We are 15
We're doing once today. Twice tomorrow.
So if I can get, if I can get on here, I will.
Awesome, great. Well, if not, it's recorded. We'll have it, yes.
And I may be busy during class.
Okay, it'll be recorded every day, so all you do is get on and watch.
No,
Fine.
the test itself, is it a link that you?
No, and if you don't take it during the test, you'll have to let me know, get with me. Okay, so we want to do it one more time. We're going to play the ghost mode.
Okay.
You're trying to beat your last high score. So the ghosts are also, let me get some music going. Okay, here we go. Okay, last time for today. Heterogeneous. Heterogeneous. Different, dissimilar. Very good. Good job. Finesse. Gonna get those ghosts out of there. Finesse. What is finesse? Perfect. Oh, 3 stubborn ghosts. Masochist. What is a masochist? Very good. Oh no. Chimerical.
I ain't playing. I ain't playing.
That was fair. No, imaginary fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
And Tyler's ghost is coming back too. Sapient. What is sapient? Don't let the ghost be.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Wise, full of knowledge. Wow.
Bro, oh my God, he thought you was a kicker.
Nubile. Nubile. Very good. No one missed that. Very good. Well, those ghosts are tough to beat. Harbinger. Harbinger.
Don't get too cocky.
Ooh. An omen or sign. Yes. Ooh. Oh no, these ghosts, guys. Pejorative. Yeah, we need some Ghostbusters in here. Pejorative. Get rid of these ghosts. Yes. Okay. How we got rid of a ghost? Machination. Kick one out. Machination. What is machination? Perfect. Yeah. Oh no, they're coming back. Eclectic. Choosing from various sources. Oh my.
You mean to tell me,
No.
if my ghost beat me, I'm not.
Grandiose.
I'm gonna see. My ghost beat me.
Impressive, showy, magnificent. Very good. All right, raiment. What is raiment? Clothing, garments. Very good. Oh my. Blanche. To whiten, to make pale. Wow. All right, and hybrid. Hybrid. Very good. Okay, come on. Very good.
Thank you.
Idiosyncrasy. Last word, idiosyncrasy. Yes, a peculiar personality trait. Okay.
All right, that's perfect.
Congratulations, that's good. And congratulations, good. We won't talk to the ghost. He's still haunting. Intolerant. Okay, Robert. All right, guys. That's big. What it does is apparently the band he played his timing beat everybody else's again. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead and go over our vocab, and then we're going to finish our research sharing. Has everybody nominated for Who's Who? Okay, if you have not, my virtual people and my people in class, if you have not voted, go to class of 2021. You'll find, I think, 3 ballots in there, and you need to nominate. She's got a list of all the seniors, so you nominate people for those areas. Everyone else, don't do that quietly. Everyone else is going to go over vocab. Yes, ma'am.
Miss Riggs, I tried to do that and it wouldn't let me get on it.
It wouldn't let you get on it.
No, because it was like, it says no longer, it wouldn't allow you to take responses anymore.
Really?
No longer, really.
To my understanding, I thought it was going to be all day. Let me. Hey guys, are y'all having any trouble getting on?
Yeah, it says it's no longer accepting.
Well, maybe did I get something wrong?
Maybe it's too late.
Well, I thought it was going to be all day. Maybe I don't know if she maybe she put it on a timer. Oh, let me bug her one more time. I'm gonna go ahead and ask her. It is, yes. Yeah. Hey guys, listen, I emailed Miss Curitan. Remind me and I'll check it again in a little bit, okay? Let's just go ahead and go to vocab. Let's go ahead and do our sheets, our vocab sheets. This is in lieu of me assigning this to you and you turning them in. We do this together, and I think it's a good way to get ready for the test tomorrow. So, all right, Dr. Quaid. Guys, look how many words we can use. It's a lot of words. Guys, are we all ready? Yes. Are we listening? Because this is the deal. I don't know how else to prepare for the vocab test to do things like this, but if you're not listening, I can't pour it your brain, okay? All right, Dr. Quaid still wore the blank of a maximum security prison inmate when he entered an abandoned warehouse to evade the searchlights of police helicopters.
Raiment. Yes,
raiment. Your clue was wore, right? W-O-R-E. He wore the raiment. Very good. 6 years of living without sunlight in an underground cell had blank the color of his face. Blanched, very good. And the blank treatment that he received from guards had left him with a perpetual scowl. Yes, pejorative. You guys are great. Now he mused he would be free to carry out the blank that he had planned during his confinement. Machinations, good. But not before using his criminal blank to steal an automobile from the nearby parking garage.
Finesse.
Yes, finesse. Very good. All right. The garage contained a blank collection of automobiles. So. Well, heterogeneous because they're different. Very good. But the blank Dr. Quaid chose a very dull plain car to hotwire. Okay, so he chose from there's too many people talking. He chose from a heterogeneous collection of automobiles, but the blank Dr. Quaid chose a very dull plain car. Why
the Nubile?
Well, not Nubile.
I guess it was.
Sorry.
But the Sapient.
Sapient, smart. Why is he smart to choose a dull car, not a flashy one?
Because it's household suspect. Like,
Sure. Low key. Doesn't get a lot of attention. Good. A blank car could draw more attention. All right. Even without keys, the mad genius was able to start the car in 2 minutes. However, he revealed a violent blank by punching the dashboard when a light indicated the car was low in fuel. He just started hitting the dashboard.
Grandiose was the last one.
Idiosyncrasy. Very good. Very good. Very good, Jake. All right. The resulting cuts on his hands would have irritated a normal person, but not a blank like Dr. Quaid. He kind of liked the cuts on his hands. Masochist. Very good. All right, next.
Coach Carter's a master. He has these big old like skin things on it.
No. Oh, no. Shh. Okay.
It's like a big old
I don't need to know that. I'm going to feel that all day in my hands. Okay, Robin's blank art collection included paintings and sculptures from all over the world. Eclectic, very good. Her favorite painting, Consumption, depicts a blank young woman in Victorian clothing standing amid a courtyard flower garden. Nubile. A close look at the garden reveals poppies, a cypress tree, and tiny black butterflies, all of which are symbolic as blank of illness or death.
Miracle.
Well, think. No.
Harbinger.
Harbinger, yes. Now, I didn't really know any of those things were harbingers of illness. Okay. The artist painted the blank scene during a tuberculosis epidemic. So what kind of scene would that be? Just almost like the Disney with Snow White scene.
Hybrid.
No.
No.
Chimerical, fantastical scene. It looks like it's not even real. Let's see. Apparently to depict the ruthlessness of the illness. Robin calls Consumption a blank because the painting is simultaneously pleasing and depressing. A hybrid. Very good. All right, let's finish this. Sentence completion. Henson's daughter had grown into a nubile young woman, so the lonely trader Bill asked to marry her. Yes. The receptionist at the complaint department lacked the finesse to do his job. Sure. I would think you'd have to be very calm and very patient to be able to do that. All right. Aaron was afraid of heights, so his face blanched when. Oh goodness.
Well, okay.
That'd make I blanched too. Good friends seldom allow an idiosyncrasy to interrupt their friendship or come between them, right? I don't know. Shouting pejorative remarks to the other team will not make it better. Madeline, who just turned 2, has the chimerical notion that dreams come true. Plant hybrids like tangelos are grown. All right, do you know what a tangelo is? I was told it's a tangerine and a cantaloupe mixed. That's what someone told me. They're grown by combining. So what, guys, how can you finish that sentence? Yes, okay, combining plants, genes and plants. Compared to the elegant raiment of the Victorian era, the mass-produced clothing of modern society is good, okay. One harbinger of an approaching storm is
Thunder.
Thunder, good. Mom has only knickknacks, but Tiffany's eclectic collection includes more. Okay, like every furniture. Don't consider yourself to be a sapient just because you read. No. Ned and Mary wanted to buy the grandiose mansion on the hill, but they. Okay. Luckily, Captain Freedom foiled Dr. X's evil machinations too.
Get everybody in town.
Ooh, Lord. Okay, yes. In weather this frigid, only a masochist would want to.
Stay outside.
Good. Within the jiggling block of lime gelatin was a heterogeneous mixture of. Come on, what's typically in fruit?
Water.
Well, yes, but like in the middle of it, like we.
Seeds.
Well, you can see it in there. Fruit. Thank you.
You said fruit.
Did I say fruit?
Yeah, you said what's in fruit.
Oh my God. I meant what's in gelatin. What's in Jello? Guys, I'm so sorry that you have to have me. 4 o'clock. All right. So the prefix DIA means across, right? Like what word?
A diagram.
Diagram. What about a math? You have to do what? The diameter,
Yeah.
right? The roots VAD and VAS mean go, like a cardiovascular surgeon. What do they operate on?
Hearts.
Yes, and so that you think about that, go, it makes the blood go places. The roots TRUD and TRUS mean thrust. The root verb means word. The root AB means away or from. The suffix gram is written. The suffix meter is measure. And the root tele means afar. All right, so look at those for just a minute. We're going to do this sheet together. Tomorrow we'll review these because you can get bonus because I put 5 of these on the test for bonus. So. All right, let's look at this. Little translations define the words. Diameter, what does it mean? Let me make this a little bit smaller.
Measure.
Okay.
Measure across.
Yes, measure across. Perfect. Diagram. Shh.
Across. Across the paper, like across the writing.
Written across. So a diagram, you write across, you show it out. Good.
Yeah.
Speedometer.
Gauge.
Yes, measure speed. Perfect. Invade.
Go.
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 Go in. All right. Evasive.
Escape. Get away.
Yes, very good. Telegram.
To talk from afar.
Talk from afar. That's a telegram. Perfect. Okay. Literally, if you intrude, you blank.
Go inside.
So the word obtrusion probably means,
Go outside.
yes. The word abstruse contains the root trust, but the word means difficult to understand. How do you think that word derived its meaning? Abstruse.
Well.
TRUS, what does it mean? Thrust. And ab is what?
Out away.
Away. So thrust away. So the meaning is really far away. You have to really think hard to get it. Very good. If you repeat someone word for word, then you quote that person what? You've heard this. I know you've heard it.
Can you go back up
Yes.
to the thing? Then you
Quote them. You have to add a little something to the word up there.
Okay, so since you're it's verb.
Yes.
Verb.
You quote someone.
Verbal.
Well, you add a little more to it. You quote someone what?
verbally.
Yeah, a little more.
Verbally.
Have y'all never- It's 3 syllables. It is.
Verbally.
Landon?
Verbally is 3 syllables.
Verb.
Well, I know, but it's not that one. It ends with an M. It's a Mickey Mouse.
Don't tell us. Oh, man. So it's got verb in it, right?
It has verb in it because they're
It's got a verb and it's got a bad in it. Verbatim. Verbatim. I think it's just late in the day. Okay. If you are blank, then you use too many words. So we're using this verbose. VERBOSE means you're too wordy. If you commit verbicide, then you do what?
kill yourself using words.
You kill a word.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
List as many words as you can think of that contain the root ab.
About abomination.
Yes.
Apple. Okay. no.
Oh, ab. I almost was like, that's right.
Hold on. Oh, no.
Abominable.
No.
Hey, baby.
Abdomen.
What?
Abdomen.
Abnormal.
Abnormal. Gram. Let's do words with gram. Do y'all? Oh, well, if that's what that's HAM. So
Grammar.
grammar. Very good. Any other words? All right, guys. So tomorrow is our test. Let's go ahead and finish our research. We started sharing our research yesterday, right? I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how far we got. You'll have to remind me.
I think it was like right after me. 'Cause I was
We got done.
Yeah.
I thought you had to do.
Did we get done? Did we get-
Right through me.
We finished?
No, because you weren't even here yesterday.
Oh, y'all didn't use this one for you today.
Don't worry.
Okay, that's right. Landon, I shared yours. I bragged on yours. Grant shared his. Daniel shared his. Jonah.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
That's the.
Brennan. No. Okay, so Abigail. Shh. Knights of the Round Table. Guys, I'm going to go through everybody's things, whether they shared or we share. We need to talk about them. So, Abigail, do you want to share yours or would you like for me to share it? Would Abigail like for me to share hers? Okay. Send me a message. Thank you for that. All right, so I'm going to share it. All right, so I want you to look at the website, how she cited the source. Perfect. She's got the author. She's got, what's this, guys, this middle part?
The
title.
Of the, title of the article. Well, that's the article title or what she looked under. Next, what is this?
The
Website.
That is right. Well, okay, the year, this was the only time she could find it. So 2019. And then this is, of course, what is this? Link. Very good. I'm just going to do that. Guys, notice how I've indented that second line because on a works cited page, that's what you have to do, a hanging margin. That's what it has to look like. Hanging. Okay. The Knights of the Round Table were a group of knights appointed by King Arthur. There are 16 knights who are most commonly known, but there were actually hundreds of knights associated with King Arthur. Additionally, King Arthur himself was also the first knight and head of the Round Table. Very excellent. Okay, now I'm just going to go and see if there's anyone else who has their work finished that we have not shared. All right, Jaden, I can't remember if we shared Jaden's or not. I believe we did, didn't we? We looked at Jaden.
Yeah, I shared mine.
Thank you. Kaden, did we do yours? Jacob, Tyler, have we done yours?
Yes, ma'am. We did mine first.
Okay, and Jonah, have we done yours? All right, now guys, these are empty. I want these to be full. This means these people, unless it was on it could have not, like Nick was on the big one. So guys, please make sure you're doing this. This is points you're getting in class. And you're thinking, oh, well, it's just a few points, but they all add up. So please.
Zero, you have to take your test.
Well, that's right, and that's a terrible thing. So do that. Also, guys, to get full points, make sure you cited your source correctly. If you need help, let me know. All right, now we're going to go ahead and move on to reading Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. So what we need to do is go ahead and go to that, and I have that in classwork.
How long is this?
It's I didn't think it was as long as Beowulf, but it might end up being about that long. All right, so guys, really quickly, we just have about 12 minutes to get into this. So if I were to ask you to define honor, how would you define honor? Before you answer, how would you test someone's honor?
Like telling them to, yeah.
Their integrity.
Honor is their integrity, if they're trustworthy, respectful, what they believe in,
How they carry themselves.
how they carry themselves. Yes, some teacher on their door in the circle has it on their door. It says, I can't remember if it's honor or something. It's like maybe it's good character. It's what you do when no one's looking. I thought that is exactly right. So that's also true. So how would you test someone's honor?
You gotta send them on like a quest.
Okay,
And tell them to bring you back something, and then, and if they do, it's too trustworthy.
okay.
Like, you know, set them up, like, for like treason or something, see if they're gonna like betray you.
So you have to kind of be dishonest to set them up to test them. I mean, kind of,
Like,
right?
like, you know, like people like dishonorable, like distrust.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, set them up, and.
For them to do something wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, set it up and see how they do. An example just popped in my head from the Bible. Who was the guy that was suffered so much? Was it Job? Satan was like, let me have him. Was it Job? Suffered? And Satan, let me have him. I bet I'll get him to denounce you, God. God's like, go ahead. He's not going to. And that poor man lost everything. His health. And he was like, curse God and die. He's like, no, I'm not going to do it. So that's quite a test. But anyway, how would, we would test someone, since we're not God, we can't really do that, things like that, but we would test someone, like you said, by maybe setting them up in some way, see how they'll do. Okay, so guys, this one, I want to read this really quickly before we start reading the actual text. It says, medieval aristocrats, that's rich people, relished tales of adventure, especially stories of brave and gallant knights. Although real knights were far from perfect, the knights of legend strove continually to obey a code of chivalry, a set of rules for gentlemanly and heroic behavior. Their code represented a combination of Christian and military ideals, including faith, modesty, loyalty, courtesy, bravery, and honor. I believe Jacob had that. Didn't he have the code of chivalry? And he read that. He had those for us. The ideal knight respected and vigorously defended his church, his king, his country, and victims of injustice. Especially popular during the medieval period were legends of King Arthur and his heroic knights of the Round Table. The popularity of these tales was due in part to the idealized world in which they were set. It was a world of castles, heroes, courtly love, and magical spells, a world quite unlike the real medieval England with its plagues, political battles, and civil unrest. Although Lancelot was often presented as the greatest, most distinguished of Arthur's knights, in early tales that role was given to Arthur's nephew, Gawain, who was famous for his courage and for his unfailing chivalry. All right, so guys, and we've already had, didn't someone have romance in here, the term? I get our classes confused, but a romance is not like you think. Like, oh, it's like a soap opera or one of those kissy movies. Movies like, guys will say, oh, my girlfriend wants to go to a kissy movie. It's not that. All right, so here's what a romance is. It is a popular narrative from since the Middle Ages. Generally, the term romance refers to any imaginative adventure concerned with noble heroes, gallant love, a chivalric code of honor, and daring deeds. They are usually faraway settings, depict events unlike those of ordinary life, and idealize their heroes, as well as the eras in which the heroes lived. They're often lighthearted and tone and involve fantasy. And so here we go. Now, the first thing I want to say when we read this is a poem. We do not know who wrote it. So when we read it, I want you to listen for poetic devices. All right, as we read them together. Now, I have no recording that matches this, so we're just going to have to read it together, and I hope that'll be okay. All right, so here we go. As the poem begins, Arthur and his knights are gathered to celebrate Christmas and the New Year with feasting and revelry. In the midst of their festivities, an enormous man who is entirely green bounds through the door.
Oh.
I know, he's entirely green. Yeah. Splendid, that knight errant stood in a splay of green. And green, too, was the mane of his mighty destrier. Fair fanning tresses enveloped the fighting man's shoulders, and over his breast hung a beard as big as a bush. The beard and the huge mane burgeoning forth from his head were clipped off clean in a straight line over his elbows, and the upper half of each arm was hidden and underneath, as if covered by a king's chaperon, closed around the neck. The mane of the marvelous horse was much the same, well crisped and combed and carefully pranked with knots, threads of gold interwoven with the glorious green. Now a thread of hair, now another thread of gold. The tail of the horse and the forelock were tricked the same way, and both were bound up with a band of brilliant green adorned with glittering jewels the length of the lock. Then caught up with tight a thong in a crisscross knot, where many a bell tinkled brightly, all burnished gold. So monstrous a mount, so mighty a man in the saddle was never once encountered on all this earth till then. All right, so now we have a huge image. So what does he look like? Big and green. And what else? What is his?
Like a king, like the thing where they go over their neck and it goes all the way down.
What?